The opera world is worldwide, it's international. We sing in all languages. We sing the music of, 200 or 300 years. And I sing with orchestras. We are the only remaining singers in the Western world who are not amplified. It requires a degree of physical training. We are the weightlifters of singing. Physical training and a use of breath that is the most athletic of all of singers. Normally when I record, the concept for the recording is my idea. Sometimes it's in collaboration with the A&R personnel for the record company. But in this case, it was absolutely left field because it was Peter Mensch and Cliff Bernstein who'd had this idea for a long time of great songs outside the regular classical genre with an opera singer would pair well.
And I sort of would vaguely call the record company going, Renee Fleming, ever want to make I guess I would call it a rock record. And there we go. I don't think so, in the nicest possible way, because I know the guy who runs. And then I saw this bus poster that was on all the buses in New York City for an opera called Thais, or Thais, not Thais. And Renee Fleming looked essentially like Madonna. Because I'd managed Madonna on Ray of Light in 1999, going, Madonna, Renee Fleming, pop music. So then I started calling, with a more urgency, going, I've got to make a record with Renee Fleming.
And they were so enthusiastic about the idea and the project. I wasn't familiar with any of this music, didn't know the bands, didn't know any of it.
I think she probably thought we were crazy, but she, to her credit, she took the disc and the checklist of songs, said she was going away to the Galapagos with her daughters and some friends, and she would get back to us. And she got back to us, a couple weeks later, and it was, my daughters think if I can sing an Arcade Fire song, that would be pretty cool.
I chose songs, first of all, because I like them. I actually really liked all of the music. I was surprised that I liked it so much. It has quality, it has integrity. The music is very sophisticated. Some of the songs I rejected because they would just seem silly coming from me, from a mature person, or from a woman, or from a mother.
Renee had a problem with the Mars Volta song. There were two, she says the word devil daughters in the song. And
I can't sing devil daughter. I just can't. I'm a mother. I have 2 teenage daughters. It just would sound ridiculous coming from me.
And she says, I want to change the lyric. And I said, I'll email Cedric.
Where he keeps them in a vault of devil daughters.
And he said, first of all, she can absolutely change the words if she wants. But let me explain to you why I wrote the song, what it was about.
And Cedric emailed back and he said, it's great that she's covering the song, and she can change it, and this would be my suggestion, but she should know that it's about honor killings, and that this project and the CD I did before that, a lot of it was about the injustices that are worldwide towards women. And I thought, wow, that's remarkable, and I don't think that's widely known. I don't think his fans know that, and I thought I fully accept that.
And she kept it in there. So, I know he's heard the version, he thinks it's great too.
Longest task of corridors, none below the net.
We might have swapped out one Arcade Fire song for another. We ended up with Intervention. But by and large, I think she tried a Bright Eyes song, but I can't remember which one that didn't work.
I'll tell you, I was kind of heartened by the social involvement of these young artists. I just was really thrilled to know that there was a generation of young people coming up who care.
Every year or two, there's one of these records that comes out. It was 2 years ago. It was the Alison Krauss, Robert Plant record, a Nora Jones record. People kind of like having. It makes older people feel hipper. Younger people feel, can still feel hip owning it. It's not like, ooh, that's a record only my mother could like, or that's a kid's record. But I'm interested to see, because I think that we might penetrate deeper, not the 10-year-olds, But I think there's maybe a bunch of teenagers that will like this also.
There's no question that this will be received controversially by many classical music fans, but I think a lot of people now don't only listen to one genre. You know, my parents' generation, you had your classical music station on, or your jazz station on, or your pop music station on. You didn't switch back and forth. And that has changed within radio and certainly within the record buying public. People's tastes have by and large become very eclectic. And so I think people will be much more open-minded to it than maybe they would have been 20 years ago.